Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Don't Give Up Universe 7 event in Dragon Ball Legends, the latest kind of additional event to come to DB Legends, and how you can get your hands on Z-Power for the yellow Ultimate Gohan alongside the green Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta. So the event is pretty straightforward. It's kind of like a double dose of a traditional Fierce Fights event. So it's very straightforward. There's two cool units to pick up, and these two units will be useful in a variety of content, but the majority of the content that they will be useful in is going to be the hyperdimensional co-op, where they provide a bonus as well as also just being relatively solid options in terms of typing. So beyond that, the process is very simple. There are 5 stages. You will have 5 battles for Gohan, with the 5th battle being a challenge stage, and you will have the same for Vegeta. Vegeta's will unlock after Gohan's, and Gohan will be the first one, and that basically covers it. If you want to, you can farm your Z-Power directly from the, directly from the hyperdimensional co-op, but if you're not looking to do so, you can rather just farm it pretty much, from the event and the daily bonus stage. The daily bonus stage will unlock after you clear out all of the stages, which is pretty straightforward. Now, of course, there are no real missions tied to this event, well, at least missions that drop huge rewards. You do get some nice Z-Power for the units by completing their missions, but the missions are very straightforward. Things like leveling up the units, soul boosting your units, putting them in teams. These are things that are pretty straightforward, and most players shouldn't overtly struggle with them on any set format. And like I said as well, obviously the hyperdimensional co-op does give you the opportunity to farm Z-Power for the units, so you can go ahead and do that if you really are looking to just get them in advance. I mean, I already had them at like 3-star before even taking on this event, so if you've been doing hyperdimensional co-op, you should have them at a decent pace. Now beyond that, that basically covers most of the larger dynamics, I want to say, in regards to this event. Now obviously, in terms of farming the units, it's a very simple process, and the event itself is super simple. You need to prioritize the challenges that appear, and the challenges are all fairly simple. Most stages have a theme, being, for example, they all have very similar ones. For example, like using less than 2 characters, using a Gohan character, making sure that you do not use Rising Rush. These are highly common and remain consistent across the various, stages. The Gohan doesn't have to be this Gohan. It can be any Gohan. It just has to have a character that has the Gohan name. And that's, to cut a long story short, that is basically it. From the exchange shop, there's some decent rewards, but most of them are mainly energy, skip tickets, generic stuff. There's no boosting medal this time, so usually there's like a hyperdimensional co-op boost medal. Not in this case. We don't have that, at least for the anniversary, which I think is good. Makes life a little bit easier and much more straightforward. And but otherwise, doing the challenges pretty straightforward, and obviously getting the units, pretty good stuff. Beyond that, there's nothing else really. We'll be skipping through. You can see here how we've unlocked the second path for Vegeta by simply completing the missions for Gohan. So again, super duper simple. And then of course you can move across to the stage for good old Vegeta and you can start clearing those out as well. And same concept for Vegeta. You don't have to use specifically the Vegeta that drops from the event. You can use any Vegeta and obviously use that to complete the missions. So super duper simple stuff. Honestly, really straightforward. And as you make your way through, you should be completing quite a few of the missions, by leveling the units, soul boosting them, etc. So you can collect that always to augment the amount of Z power that you have for the units. And of course, as always, the missions that contribute for them are also friendship based. So guys, to raise your friendship quite easily, you're going to want to obviously do stuff like make sure that you do the Let's Fight event with the units. Now beyond that, that's basically it. As I said before, you'll see that there's a challenge stage that's been unlocked, and the challenge stage always is something that people enjoy doing or want more assistance with, but I always find it easier to cover those in a separate video. So we'll definitely be doing that as we go along. So definitely we'll take a look at those challenge stages. They just may be done alternatively. And once you've done Vegeta's paths, you will unlock a pretty cool daily bonus stage that will give you Z power and quite a sizable chunk of currency as well. So yeah, all in all, just pretty decent stuff. The event itself is very straightforward, so I don't really see players struggling with it too much. Like I said, if you've done a fierce fight before, then you are basically there. So yeah, pretty simple at the end of the day. And beyond that, guys, the only thing I can recommend is if you are struggling, look at upgrading your gear. There's an interesting set of gear that you can get from this event as well, which could help you out. But yeah, overall, that covers everything you need to know. Let me know if you need any more help. And of course, as always, I appreciate the support on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Just remember for hyperdimensional co-op that there's no boost, but you can use Boo from the fierce fight to augment your drop rate of rewards. But yeah, that basically covers it. See you guys next time. Bye.